Okay, beautiful. Thank you for joining me for a 90-minute yoga class. We're going to start with 5 rounds of sun salutes to warm up our body, and then we will hop into 26 into yoga. We're going to start with 2 half sun salutes, which are really great options if you have like a wrist, elbow, or shoulder injury. And from there, we'll go into 3 full sun salutes, but you're welcome to keep up with the half salutes instead. And throughout class, if something does not feel right for your body, remember that you can modify a posture, you can do something else, you can skip it entirely. Yoga can be challenging at times, and that's okay, but you're never going to a point of pain, a point where you could cause harm to yourself or others. For the sun salutes, you'll come towards the top of your mat with your feet close together, arms down by your sides, standing tall. If you'd like to set an intention or dedication for your class, you can do that now. Okay, I'm going to stand back a bit and show you in periphery for the sun salutes. Bring your hands together at heart center and begin. As you inhale, lift your arms up overhead, look up as if you're saluting or greeting the sun. Exhale through your nose, bend your knees, fold forward, hands to floor, relax your head. Inhale, look forward, lengthen into a halfway lift, back flat. Exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor and step back into a high plank. Oops, sorry, just exhale and fold. I forgot that we were doing a half salute, my bad. Inhale, arms to your ears, hands together, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. I was thinking about how excited I was for Alice here. We'll do a second set. Inhale, lift your arms, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Okay, this is a half sun salute. Exhale, fold. Let your head hang heavy. Inhale, arms of your ears, hands together, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. Let's do one more of those. Inhale, lift your arms, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms of your ears, hands together, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. You can continue with the half sun salutes or do full sun salutes. Inhale, lift your arms, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Okay, this time hands to floor, step back into a high plank. Maybe I just really wanted to do a plank. You can also come down onto your knees and do a tabletop position. From here, look forward, hug your elbows in. Exhale, lower yourself down towards the floor. Inhale, push up into a back bend. You can do up dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor, or cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog. You can bend one knee, straighten the other, pedal out your legs, and then press your heels to the floor, hips to the ceiling, push the floor away from you. If down dog is not speaking to you, come down onto your knees, take a child's pose instead, sink your hips down as you reach your arms forward. On your next inhale, hands to the floor, look forward, step forward, lengthen, back into your halfway lift. Exhale, fold, let your head hang heavy. Inhale, arms of your ears, root to rise, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. 2 more, inhale, lift. Slowly exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen, back flat. Exhale, step back into your plank or tabletop, and we'll hold here for a moment. If that chaturanga where we lower down and then go into a back bend does not work for you, skip it, go straight from your plank or tabletop directly into your down dog or child's pose. Otherwise, lean forward, hug your elbows in, and lower yourself down. Inhale, come up into your back bend, chest up, shoulders down. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog, or sink your hips down for child's pose. Either way, make your arms long, spread your fingers wide, root down through all 28 knuckles and the space between your index finger and thumb so that you're not putting all of your body weight in your wrists. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms of your ears, chin away from your chest, look up, look up. Exhale, hands down. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back, high plank. Keep exhaling, pull yourself down. Inhale into your up dog. Exhale, down dog. If you're doing child's pose, try to get your hips to your heels. If you're doing down dog, try to get your heels to the floor. If your heels don't naturally touch the floor, you can try taking a wider stance. If you have tight knees, you can micro bend your knees to take weight away from the backs of the legs. Otherwise, press your thighs back, push your heels down, push the floor away from you, making a V shape with your body. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. Wonderful. So that's our little warm up. Hopefully that got your blood flowing. Come to the middle of your mat and towel for our 26 and 2 yoga practice today, starting with 2 sets of standing pranayama deep breathing. Bring your feet together, toes, heels touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, and glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. HA, sound, head back. Arms forward, elbows touch. Good. Inhale. Elbows out and arms up. Slowly bring your chin down. Look straight ahead. Lift your elbows all the way up. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up. Slowly push your head back. Look way, way, way back for the wall behind you. Arms forward, elbows touch, pointing to the wall in front of you. Inhale, head down. Breathe in through your nose. Down through your throat to the very bottom of your lungs. Exhale, head up. As you exhale, open your mouth wide, like you're fogging up a mirror on the ceiling. Arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Use your chin to push your knuckles down. Keep your fingers interlaced up to the webbing. Palms face the floor. Exhale, head up. Now use your knuckles to push your head back. Make a fist. Squeeze your palms together, wrists together, forearms, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Keep the weight in your heels. Contract your quadricep muscles. Squeeze your gluteal muscles. Lock your legs. Exhale, head up. Weight stays in the heels. Hips a little forward. Thighs contracting. Arms forward. Push your elbows together. Inhale, head down. As you inhale, suck your stomach in, depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles. Exhale, head up. Even as you exhale, stomach in, chest up, arms up, elbows touch away from the body. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on your next breath. Push the air out. Inhale, head down. So make this the deepest breath so far. Breathing into the top of the lungs, middle of the lungs, bottom of the lungs, full lungs. Exhale, head up. In our day-to-day life, we don't really use the full lung capacity, but the lungs need to be worked out like any other part of the body. Inhale, head down. Last breath in the first set. Make your spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in. Keep exhaling, push and squeeze, elbows touch. Change, arms down. You can roll out your shoulders and head. Second set, feet together, interlock your fingers, switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top, bring your knuckles underneath your chin like glue. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt, pull your abdomen in, grow taller out of the base of your spine, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up, breathe in through your nose, lift your elbows up, suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, exhale through your mouth, slowly push your head back. Stretch your arms forward, keep exhaling, elbows touch. Inhale, head down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, full lungs. Exhale, head up, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, elbows touch, 1. Inhale, head down. Use the full 6 seconds to inhale. Take in more and more and more air. Exhale, head up. Use the full 6 seconds to exhale. Synchronize your breath with your body movements. Elbows touch when your lungs are empty. Inhale, I'll do one with you. Full lungs, exhale. Elbows touch. Inhale. So it's a slow and controlled inhale against the back of the throat, creating a little bit of a vibration, snoring sensation. Exhale, head up, but you're not using your vocal cords, right? It's just an HA sound. What you hear is the air rushing against the back of the throat. Inhale, head down. So it sounds a little bit like Darth Vader, a little bit of a snoring sound, but not Baby Yoda, right? No vocal cord use. Exhale, head up. As you exhale, use your eyes to trace your arc along the ceiling. Look back, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Full lungs. Exhale, head up. lungs empty. Inhale, just the neck and arms move. Keep the shoulders down, spine straight from the side, neck in line with the rest of the spine. Exhale, head up. On the exhale, just your head drops back. No backward bending. Keep shoulders over hips, hips over heels, weight in the heels. Inhale, head down. 2 more. Stomach in, full lungs. Exhale. Exhale a little bit more than you think you can. Inhale, head down. Last breath. Second set, deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in one more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time. Let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now. Elbows touch. Change. Arms down. We'll continue Ardha Chandrasana with Padastasana. Half moon with hands to feet pose, feet together. Inhale your arms over your head sideways, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs. Nice tight grip. Stretch up out of your waist and bend right and left, right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, stretch up a little taller, like you're trying to touch the ceiling. And when you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle. Bring the weight into your heels, push your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, head and arms back, touch your biceps to your ears. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight line, slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows, without bending your knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Just remember it's the first posture of the day and there's no rush. Know where you have to be. Nothing you have to prove to yourself, to me, to anyone else. All you have to do is breathe in and out through your nose. That's a wonderful gift that you've given yourself. Keep the weight in your heels, push your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, head and arms back, touch your biceps to your ears, push your left hip a little forward to get your 2 hips in line. Now bring your right shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower, petal blooming, come down, push, push, push. Change. Inhale to come up, stop in the middle. Hips forward, arms back. Inhale, big stretch up. Exhale, slowly bend to the left. Press your hips to the right. Breathe in and out through your nose. Relax your face. Lift your chin. Lift your chest. It's a very proud posture and you have a lot to be proud of for practicing yoga today. Good for you. Weight in the heels, quads, glutes contracted, hips forward, abdomen in, slide your breastbone up. Often as we come down, it's normal for the left knee and left elbow to start to bend. So make sure you're pushing the left heel into the floor, pushing the left bicep into the ear. Right hip a little forward, 2 hips in line. Left rib cage a little forward, 2 shoulders in line. Inhale, lengthen the arms. Exhale, push, push, push. Change. Inhale to come up. First back bend of the day. Take a deep breath, full lungs. Keep your eyes open. Relax your head back as far as it goes. You can give your head a gentle shake. Look for the floor behind you, squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and immediately bring your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. Full spine back bending from coccyx to the neck, lower back, middle back, upper back. Bend your total spine backward bending. Keep the weight in your heels, lock your legs. Inhale, breathing, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward. Keep the chest lifted, eyes open. Push your hands back. Now bring your arms back. Look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, change. Inhale to come up, big stretch up, lengthen. Exhale, stomach in, fold. Arms with your ears as you go down, hands hit the floor, drop your head. Go for a walk, move your hips, shake your head. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back, nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Padastasana, hands to feet pose. Bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves or your Achilles or your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers of each hand. Pull on your heels. Roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling on the back of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. This smiling, happy face. It's kind of poetic. Keep pulling, keep stretching, keep breathing, roll forward. Push your big toes down, lift your hips up, push your knees back, try to lock your knees. Good, change. Come on up, chin away from the chest. Knees can bend as you lift up. Arms down. And you stand a little taller, right? That's the whole goal, just standing tall. Second set, feet together, arms overhead, sideways, palms together, switch the grip. Other thumb, pinky finger on top, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, hips forward, arms back, stomach in, stretch up, and slowly drop to the right, press your hips to the left, breathe through your nose. So we often have a dominant grip, the same way that we have like a dominant hand for writing or doing things. You'll also notice throughout class, like maybe it's easier to balance on one side than the other, you can go a little deeper. These are things to notice but not attached to. Slowly over time, we're evening out the body just a little bit, and we're also letting go of like favoring things that come more naturally to us, and instead we're actually kind of like running towards the postures that give us a little bit of pause. The postures that are the hardest for you are usually the ones that you need the most. Keep the weight in your heels. Inhale, lengthen the arms. Exhale, push, push, push. Change. Inhale to come up. Hips forward, arms back, wrists straight, palms flat. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, slowly drop to the left. Press your hips to the right. Breathe. Keep the weight in your heels. Thighs tight, glutes tight, hips a little forward. Pull the abdomen in, lift the chest, upper body back, touch your biceps to your ears. Use your left hand to pull your right hand to the top left corner of the room. Push your left heel into the floor. Push your right heel into the floor. Come down, push your hips to the right. Move your right hip a little forward, two hips in line. Left shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming. One more time, come down, push, push, push. Change. Inhale to come up, second heart opener. Keep your eyes open, relax your head back, squeeze your back, lift your chest, and immediately take your arms back with your ears. So whole spine back bending, whole front of the body stretching, right? You're feeling it in your throat, your armpits, your chest, your solar plex, your abdomen, your hips. The spine is healing through compression. Weight in the heels, legs locked, glutes tight, push stomach, thighs, hips forward. Keep your eyes open, push your hands back away from your face. Arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, change. Inhale to come up, stretch. Exhale, stomach in, fold. Hands to floor, drop your head, go for another walk, move your hips, shake your head. Notice what's a little bit more loose in the second set and what's still a little tight or tender. There's no right or wrong there. You're just moving your body in a way that feels good for you. Utkatasana, hands to feet pose. Bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your legs or your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. Throughout the posture, you're trying to touch your elbows together behind you, like actively push your biceps into your side calves. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, try to lock your legs. Exhale, breathing, lock your legs, roll forward, lock your legs, eyes open, last chance, push your knees back, pull, stretch, breathe, lock your knees. Good, change, come on up, chin away from the chest, scoop the chest up as you lift up. Arms down, and you stand a little taller, let that one go. Good, awkward Utkatasana. Step your right foot to the right about 6 inches, hip width distance, insides of your feet perfectly parallel like 11s. Arms up, parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight. All 5 fingers together, thumbs with your index fingers. Reach your arms forward, pull your abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. Feet flat position. Spine straight to begin with, 100% of your body weight in your heels. Sit down halfway only, hips into a chair. Suck your stomach in, now lean your upper body back, depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles, suck it in, hold it in tight. Bring a little bit more weight back into your heels, sit a little lower. Now lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back, change. Inhale to come up, keep your arms there. Push your hips a little forward, spread your toes wide. Come up maximum on your tippy toes like a ballerina. Stretch up at the top, bend your knees and sit down. Lean back, touch your head and hips to an imaginary wall behind you. Notice if your knees want to come in or out. Keep your knees and hips pointing forward. Heels a little higher, knees a little higher. Sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change. Last part, come on up, still breathing. Keep your arms there, fingers together. Squeeze your knees, inner thighs together. Let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down. The slower you do, the better you do. You can stop whenever you want or keep sitting all the way down. Squeeze your knees together and forward, thighs parallel to the floor, arms parallel to the thighs, spine perfectly straight from the side. Looks like you're holding a box. Keep your fingers together, shoulders soft, triceps tight. Change, slowly come up. Squeeze thighs together as you lift. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down, shoulders down, take a breath. So as we get a little bit deeper into class, try to find a little bit of stillness between every posture. Second set, step your right foot to the right, same footprint, insides of your feet, parallel. Arms up, parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight, fingertips active, reach your arms forward, stomach in, bend your knees, sit back and down. So you can fold forward and stick your butt out in the first part to get your thighs parallel to the floor. And from here, start to lean back, stomach in, shoulders down. Remember that your arms are your counterbalance. So you're reaching your arms forward as you sink your hips back and down. Now lift your chin up, chest up, change. Come on up, keep your arms there. Push your hips a little forward, spread your toes wide, lift your heels. Imagine somebody has you by the ponytail, stretching the crown of your head up. And when you're ready, bend your knees, sit down and lean back. Push your big toe, second, third, fourth, pinky toe into the floor. Heels a little higher, stomach in, knees a little higher, chest up, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, come on up, last part. Still breathing, squeeze your knees, thighs together, let your heels come a little off the floor, and slowly sit down like you're sliding your back down a wet marble wall. So the whole back is long, stomach in, neck in line with the rest of your spine as we sit down. Rather than sitting all the way down and resting in the posture, try to keep your hips lifted, right? Squeeze the inner thighs, keep the fingertips together, triceps tight, stomach in, change, slowly come up. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Okay, eagle pose, Garasana. We're gonna do the right side first. Keep in mind that I'm not nearing you. Inhale your arms over your head, big stretch up. Exhale, swing right arm, under left arm, right elbow, under left elbow. Cross first at your elbows again. If you can at your wrists, you can interlace your fingers. You can have hands in prayer, you can grab a thumb. You can also grab your shoulders and give yourself a big bear hug. So there's lots of options here to start opening the shoulders. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down into a chair. Stay down there, lift your chest, and bring your right leg over your left leg as high as possible. Right leg over left leg, cross, twist, and eventually wrap your right foot behind your left calf muscle. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring your knees to the right, upper body to the left, twist like ropes. You want wrists, elbows, knees, and ankles all in one line. Bring the weight back into your heel, sit down a little bit more, elbows down more, stomach in, arch your upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together, arms up. Let's do the left side. Swing left arm, zoom, under right arm. Notice if your hands go to the right of your face. Bring your hands back to center and then drop the right shoulder down, try to even out the shoulders. Now pull the elbows down. Bend your knees, sit down. Try to keep your hips low, lift your chest, and bring left leg over right leg. Left over right, cross twist, and eventually wrap your foot. On this side, bring your knees a little to the left. Upper body to the right, wrists, elbows, knees, ankles, all in one line. Another way to say this is push your right hip forward and your left shoulder forward. Squeeze and breathe. So you're squeezing everything into the center line of your body. Notice if the weight is in your toes or the ball of your foot, bring the weight back into your heel. Sit down more, pull the elbows down, stomach in, lean your upper body back. Good, change, feet together, arms up, right in the second set. Swing your right arm, under left arm. On this side, you want to bring hands to the right, back to center, and then drop the left shoulder down. Pull your elbows down, sit down, stay down there, lean back, and bring right leg over left leg, hamstring over quadricep. Cross twist, wrap, breathe, squeeze. Push your top leg into your bottom leg. Move your left hip a little forward, right shoulder a little forward. Now bring right knee to right and left knee to left. Right elbow to right, left elbow to left. Flatten the palms, straighten the wrists, pull the elbows down. Move your hips back and down, sit a little lower. Upper body back. Good, change, feet together, arms up. Last one, here we go. Left arm under right arm, pull the elbows down. One day fingers in line and wrists straight. It's like a lifetime of work right there. Pull the elbows down, sit down. Lift your chest, keep your hips low, and bring left leg over right leg. Cross twist, wrap, breathe, squeeze. Keep breathing, keep twisting the limbs like ropes. This side might feel different from the other side. It does for me. It's a nice reminder that we're not symmetrical, right? So as much as slowly over time we start to even out, our grip strength, our balance, we're also remembering that your two eyes will never be the same shape no matter how much yoga you do. And that's part of what makes you unique, right? Perfectly imperfect. Sit a little lower, breathe a little slower, upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together, arms up. Slowly float your arms down. Party time, you can grab a sip of water if you want. Cheers, friends. Lovely to be here with all of you. Okay. So again, the goal of yoga is not necessarily to balance yourself out. The goal is not to stretch, to strengthen, even to balance in a posture. The goal is self-realization and even God realization, right? Like getting to know ourselves a little bit better. So if at any point in class you find that you're not working in service of like getting to know yourself, accept yourself, love yourself more, it might be a sign to like ease up just a little bit, right? It's okay to struggle and push yourself, but you're never going to a point of pain, a point where something doesn't feel good. Standing head to knee, Pandemana, Janushrasana. Shift your weight to your left leg so your big toe points forward. Lock your left leg. Lift your right leg up. You can point your toes, flex your toes. Notice the difference. Keep your toes flexed back to your face the whole time. Option to stay here, or as you're ready, round down and pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. From start to finish, standing legs should be solid. Concrete, one piece, lamppost, unbroken, you have no knee. If you know your left leg is locked, no bend, no wobble. Inhale, breathing, slowly, gently, lift your right leg up. Stretch it forward until your right leg is exactly parallel to the floor. No higher, no lower, standing leg lock. Take a breath. Kick your heel forward, continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. Flex all 5 toes back towards your face from the ankle. If both legs lock, from the side legs, make an upside down L like Linda, then bend your elbows down. Touch your elbows to your calf muscles one day, elbows go below the calf muscles. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change, arms straight, bend the right leg, right foot down. Shift your weight to your right leg so your big toe points forward. Lock your right leg. Lift your left leg up, and you can point your toes, flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back, especially your pinky toes so that the knee isn't turning out. From here, round down and pick up your foot. And for me, I have to turn the foot a little bit to pick up, and then you want to bring the heel under the knee, right? So the hips are square. Contract your inner thigh, outer thigh, lift your kneecap, use gluteus maximus and minimus, use your side seat, hold the abdomen in, keep your face relaxed. And when you're ready, slowly, gently, lift your left leg up. It's a real kick your heel forward, flex your toes back. If your standing leg is bending and wobbling a lot, think about lifting your hips up, contracting the quadricep muscles so that your knee is over your ankle rather than your big toe. Keep your big toe on the floor the whole time. If both legs lock, you feel tremendous stretching feeling on the backs of both legs, then bend elbows down. Notice if the elbows are going out and the shoulders are tensing up. Roll the shoulders back and down, hug the elbows in, bring the chest down more. One day elbows go below the calf muscles. Change, take your time as you reverse out. You put your hands on your back, do a little back bend, or knee bend. Second set, shift your weight to your left leg. Lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, flex your toes back, round down, and pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. Concentrate, meditate, don't forget to have fun. When you're ready, lift your right leg up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles, slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Put your exactly forehead on your knee. Hold, breathe, squeeze. Whenever you're ready, slowly reverse out. Take your time. Very nice. Shift your weight to your right leg. You've got it. Lock your right leg. Lift your left leg up. Flex your toes back. Stomach in, round down. Pick up your left foot. So can you keep your big toe on the floor the whole time without grabbing the floor with your toes? So push the big toe down, right? Lock your right leg. Lift it up. And when you're ready, slowly lift your left leg up. Heel forward, toes back. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. And then slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Maybe put your forehead on your knee. Sometimes I just look down and hold. A little bit goes a long way. Lock your knee. Lock your knee. Lock your knee. Whenever you're ready, slowly come on out, no rush. Very nice. Good for you. Standing bow pulling pose, Pandemana, Janushrasana. Feet together, bring your right hand up, out to the right. Give yourself a high five for practicing yoga today. Yes, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot, at the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger. Bring your left arm up and back with your ear, knees together to start. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, lift your chin, take a breath, stretch up. And when you're ready, slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your right leg back and up. Take your time. If you fall out, just hop back in. Slowly bring the body down and the leg up. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. So from the side, 2 heels in line. Kick back and up. In other words, 2 shoulders in line. Touch your chin to your shoulders, shoulder blade, scapula, stretching away from the body. Kicking and stretching should be equal. Simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Fall out 5 times, hop back in 6. Bring the body down more, leg up more, charge your body forward. Try to touch the wall in front of you. Kick, kick, kick. Good. Change. Slowly kick yourself up. Feet together, arms down, take a breath. I realized I love my new apartment, but I've come to realize that the floor is not even, and it is particularly evident in this part of class when I feel like I'm a drunken sailor on a ship. Bring your left hand up, out to the left, but I'm learning the spots that are flat. Reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger, knees together. Bring your right arm up and back with your ear. Lift your right kneecap, point your left toes, lift your chin, take a breath, stretch up. And when you're ready, slowly kick into your hand. Simultaneously charge your body forward. So sometimes in class, if something is off, you know why, right? Like you're on literally uneven ground or metaphorically uneven ground. Maybe you didn't sleep well last night or something upset your stomach. But sometimes like when you're having trouble in a posture that's normally easy, you might not know why. And that's actually, to me, the most interesting thing, right? In a sequence that's the same every time, we can sometimes learn some stuff about ourselves that we didn't even realize. When you're ready, slowly bring the body down to parallel, big toe to the ceiling, reach your right arm forward, kick your left leg back, kick, kick, kick. Good, change slowly, kick yourself up, feet together, arms down, hold still and breathe. Good, bring your right hand up, out to the right, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle, thumb with your index finger. Bring your left arm up and back. One day arm behind the ear flap. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, lift your chin, take a breath, stretch up. And when you're ready, slowly kick, stretch, breathe. That's all you have to do. Kick into your hand, stretch forward, breathe through your nose. Slowly body down to parallel, big toe to the ceiling. Charge your body forward, relax your right shoulder back, create maximum space between your left fingertips and your right big toe. Come down a little bit more towards the end, body down more, leg up more, slide left shoulder forward, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up. Okay, last one, bring your left hand up, out to the left, reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle, thumb with your index finger, right arm up, left hip forward, knees together. Lock your right leg, point your left toes, lift your chin, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, breathe. Kick into your hand, stretch forward, breathe through your nose. You're drawing a bow like in archery, right? Push your left foot into your left hand, push your right fingertips forward. The more tension you create between the arms and the foot, the easier it is to balance. And ironically, this tension, right, actually relaxes the shoulders. So you're really stretching in opposite directions. Slowly body down more, leg up more, charge your body forward, keep kicking, stretching, breathing at the end, body down, leg up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up, slow, with control. Come to the back of your mat, Utkatasana, Balancing stick. This next posture is only 10 seconds. You have to make up your mind to use 100% of your strength in half a second. If you're late, it's over. Feet together, inhale, arms over your head sideways, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, lean back. Step your right foot forward, shift your weight to your right foot, stretch, and when you're ready, come down like a slow moving seesaw. Eventually, arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor, gorgeous. From the side, body makes a T like Tom. Not a broken umbrella, charge your body forward, body down, leg up, stretch, change, left foot down, right foot back, lift your chin and chest, step your left foot forward, shift your weight to your left foot, stretch, and when you're ready, come down. Point your right toes, keep your hips and armpits facing the floor, so don't let the right hip drop up. Right hip down, chest down, chin forward, lift your leg up, leg up, leg up, lengthen your spine, stretch. Change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down. Can you hold still for one holy sacred breath? Even with heart pumping. Second set, arms up, palms together, switch the grip, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, stretch up, step your right foot forward, shift your weight to your right foot, lock both legs, stretch, and when you're ready, come down. Slowly bring the body down to parallel, big toe to the ceiling, charge your body forward. The harder you charge forward and stretch back, you can balance a little bit more. I ran into my wall, body down, leg up, stretch, change, left foot down, right foot back. It's always fun when you're close to a wall and the foot touches the wall. Lean back, stretch up, step your left foot forward, lock both legs, stretch, and tilt. So as much as we're only on our yoga mat, we still are always, interacting with the environment around us. Sometimes we actually get to know our space better through yoga. Body down more, lift your leg up, leg up, leg up, palms together, wrist straight, stretch, change, right foot down, left foot back, slowly arms down. Enough of that, come to the top of your mat. You can face the long side of your mat for the separate leg series. I will face you, standing, separate leg stretching, Pandemana, Utkatasana, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, arms overhead, big stretch up. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, nice big generous step, arms down parallel to the floor. Turn your toes in, heels out, lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward, looking down. Good, you can put your hands on the floor at first, right? You can also grab the outsides of your feet, or if it's accessible to you, grab your heels from behind. Step on all 10 fingers, pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down. From the lower spine to the floor, pulling is the object of stretching. Roll forward, play around with your edge, lift your hips up, push your knees back, lock your legs. First the leg stretching, then the hip stretching, lower spine stretching, whole spine stretching, whole body stretching. 3, 60-degree angle stretching, coccyx to toes, coccyx to forehead, touch your forehead to the floor, in between your feet. If your forehead's not yet touching the floor, take a little bit of a bigger step. Roll forward, hips up, knees back, lock your legs, pull, stretch, breathe, touch your head to the floor, in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up, take your time. Step your right foot back to the place, arms up and arms down. If your forehead touched the floor easily in the first set, take a little bit of a smaller step so that your spine has room to grow. If your forehead was nowhere near the floor in the first set, take a little bit of a bigger step so you can better stretch through the hips and hamstrings. Second set, arms up, step your right foot to the right, a generous step, arms down parallel to the floor, toes in, heels out, chest up, and go down. You never want your steps so wide that you lose control of your legs. You want to feel the stretch in the hamstrings, not the inner thighs. So keep that in mind. There is such a thing as too wide of a step. Grab your heels from behind, bend your elbows back, elbows to calves, lift your shoulders, shoulders to ceiling, stomach in, belly button to spine. It can sound counterintuitive to hear like lift your shoulders up, but remember that you're upside down, right? So when you lift the shoulders up, it actually decompresses, lengthens the neck spine. Roll forward, hips up. If your knees are bending and you're rounding your spine, look forward, arch your spine, stick your butt up, push your knees back, lock your legs. Take a bigger step if you need to. Roll forward, play around with your edge. When your head is an inch or two away from the floor, just drop your head down. Top of the head touches the floor in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up, no rush. Step your right foot back, arms up and arms down. Okay, triangle, Trikonasana. But first, I'm gonna grab a sip of water. Now triangle, Trikonasana. Inhale, arms overhead, big stretch up. Exhale, step your right foot to the right. Nice big step, arms down parallel to the floor. Push your hips forward, lean your upper body back, reach your arms apart. So you're already really opening through your chest, your hips. Turn your right foot out, turn it out a ½ inch more, make sure your two heels are in line. Inhale, bend your right leg and lunge. You can bounce a couple times to warm up the hips and knees. Sit low, lean back, and when you're ready, move your arms at the same time. Eventually, elbow in front of the knee. Aim your fingertips towards your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor, don't push any weight on the floor. If your right thigh bicep is not yet parallel to the floor, maybe just have the wrist or forearm in front of the knee. You don't want to collapse all the way down, but you also don't want to stay all the way lifted, right? The idea here is you're using your right obliques, right side torso to really stay lifted. Look up towards the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, profile of your face visible to the side mat. Push your left hip forward and down. Push your right knee back with the help of your elbow, reach your arms apart. Now turn, twist upper body back like spine twisting posture. Lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, two heels in line. Inhale, bend your left leg and lunge. Again, you can bounce a couple times to warm up the hips and knees. Sit low, stomach in, lean back, keep your spine straight, and move your arms at the same time. Elbow in front of the knee, aim your fingertips between your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor, don't push any weight on the floor. Look up to the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, breathe. Reach your right arm up, stretch your left arm down, push your right hip forward and down, push your left knee back with the help of your arm. Now bring your left rib cage forward, right rib cage back, open your chest like a flower petal blooming. Sit down more, chest up more, turn and twist, lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, right foot back, arms up, and float your arms down, stand tall. Good, I think there's so much power in just finding a little bit of stillness between postures, right? Anybody can move and fidget, but it takes some serious concentration just to be still. Second set, arms up, step your right foot to the right, nice big step. Arms down parallel to the floor, push your hips forward, lean your upper body back, turn your right foot out, left toes in, inhale, breathing, bend your right leg, sit down, lean back, and move your arms. And even in the postures, we're finding a little bit of stillness. So look up, reach your arms apart, and then hold and breathe. If you feel like your feet are sliding apart, imagine you're gonna squeeze your heels back together, but that's the inner thigh strength we want to engage. Final adjustments, right rib cage forward, left shoulder back, turn and twist, lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, push the right heel into the floor to come up, right toes in, left toes out, two heels in line. Inhale, stomach in, bend your left leg, sit down, lean back, and move your arms, elbow in front of the knee. Aim your fingertips between your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor, don't push any weight on the floor. Look up for the ceiling, look for your right thumb. All 5 fingers together, palms facing forward, wrists straight, arms long. One day your nose and thumb are in line, so you're really bringing the right ear back. Sit a little lower, breathe a little slower, chest up more. Hold, breathe. Turn and twist. Stretch your arms. Lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change. Move your arms, straighten your leg, left toes in, right foot back, arms up, and arms down. Okay, standing separate leg, head to knee. Pandemana, Utkatasana, Janushrasana. Inhale, arms up, palms together, only cross your thumbs. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, 3 to 4 feet, a big step. Pick up your toes, pivot on your heels, turn your back toes in, push your left hip forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times beyond your flexibility. 2 hips in line, 2 heels in line, backside foot makes a 45-degree angle. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and you go down, chin to chest, stomach in, round your spine, touch your exactly forehead and knee together. Front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Stretch your fingertips beyond your big and second toe. Bring maximum weight to your right front leg. Lift your right hip up, press your left hip forward, get your 2 hips in line. If your forehead and knee aren't yet touching, you can take a bigger step. You can bend your front leg, you can really push the floor away from you. Eventually forehead and knee touch, but you're never forcing your body. Push forehead into knee a couple times real quick. Lock both legs. Walk your hands back together first. Hands together, change. Slowly uncurl. left hip forward, left shoulder forward, full stop at the top. When you're ready, pick up your toes, pivot on your heels to the other side of the room, uncross your heels, turn your back toes in, move your right hip forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 2 hips in line, 2 heels in line. You can turn your back toes in as much as it helps you to move the right hip forward. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Round, scoop, curl, tuck, concave. Chin to chest, stomach in, touch your exactly forehead and knee together. Again, you can bend the front leg, right? You can take a bigger or smaller step, really push your fingertips into the floor, tuck your chin to your chest, bring your forehead and knee close together. This is a posture to be careful of if you have like a history of slipped discs or it just doesn't feel good to round your back this much. You can flatten out the back a little bit and maybe in second set or tomorrow, try rounding the spine more. Eventually forehead to knee. This is a compression posture. We're squeezing, compressing the abdominal wall first and foremost. Push your forehead into your knee, lock your legs. Walk your hands back together, palms flat, wrists straight. Change. Arms with your ears, chin to chest. Press the hips forward, push the heel down, head up, last. Pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down, stand tall, breathe. Go again, arms up, palms together, cross thumbs, other thumb on top. Step your right foot to the right, nice big step. Pick up your toes, pivot on your heels, turn your back toes in, move your left hip forward, left rib cage forward, left armpit forward. Big stretch up at the top, chin to chest, go down. Can you look at your belly button all the way down? You can't see your front foot all the way down. So to touch a forehead to a knee sounds kind of arbitrary, right? Like what's the big deal? I think it's kind of a miracle. If you can touch your forehead to your knee, you're telling me you can round your entire upper body over half of your lower body, all of your vertebrae over one femur bone, true extension to the spine, true compression to the abdominal wall. Keep your chin to your chest, relax your jaw, pull your abdomen in. If your hands are separated, try walking them back together, balance and breathe. Push forehead into knee, lock both legs, lift your kneecaps, hands together, change. Imagine you're dragging your forehead up your thigh, your chest, head up last. Good, when you're ready, pivot on your heels. I'm gonna face you for the last one. Uncross your heels, turn your back toes in, push your right hip forward until your hips and armpits face forward, everything nice and long. Stretch up, chin to chest, you go down. Arms with the ears, one day arms behind the ears, pushing the head down. Stretch your fingertips beyond your big and second toe. Bend your front leg, touch your forehead to your knee, squeeze, breathe. Some people call this a marriage between the kidneys and pancreas. You are squeezing into the deepest level of your abdominal wall where your pancreas is, and as you round your spine, stretching the kidneys on the lower middle back, right? It's a master posture for the endocrine system and Ayurvedic medicine. Push your forehead into your knee, lift your kneecaps, lock your legs, hands together, change. Arms with the ears, one day arms behind the ears, head pushes the arms up, head up, last. Lovely. When you're ready, pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down. Okay, come to the middle of your mat for the hip opening series, tree pose, Tadasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, touch your heel to your costume, let your right knee drop down and back into a half lotus shape. You can bring one or both hands together. So in this style of yoga, there's series, there's like the balancing series, we just did the separate leg series, and this is the hip opening series. It's tree pose, it's toe stand, then it's our long Savasana, and then it's also wind removing pose, right? So keep that in mind. Sometimes I think people don't realize that because there's a long Savasana in between the postures, but this posture and the next two are all working into the hips and knees. Change, right leg down, shift your weight to your right leg, lock your right leg. And if you think about it, wind removing pose, right, from a standing position, might just look like this. And eventually heel to costume and let your left knee drop. So they are companion postures. You can bring one or both hands together. Elbows down, spine straight, breathe through your nose. Change, left leg down, toe stand, Pandemana. Pick a spot on the floor, 4 feet in front of you, don't move your eyes. Lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, right? So again, kind of like wind removing pose, heel to costume, let your right knee drop. You can bring one or both hands together, and as you're ready, fold forward. Hands to floor, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down on your heel. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. This is a fun one with an uneven floor. You can bring one or both hands together, Namaskar. Elbows down, spine straight. Come a half inch off your heel. When you're ready, hands to floor. You can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg, and then push your hips forward to reverse out. Okay, good. Change right leg down, shift your weight to your right leg, lock your right leg, lift your left leg up, heel to costume, let your left knee drop. You can bring one or both hands together. I'm not going to do this side because of a toe injury, but I will walk you through it. Pick a spot on the floor, don't move your eyes, concentrate, meditate, and as you're ready, fold forward. Sometimes just looking to the floor is a good place to start. Hands to floor, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down on your heel. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips, stretch the crown of your head up to the ceiling. Whether you're in tree or toe, lengthen through the spine, move your left hip forward, left knee down, point your left toes. Left hand to the center of your chest, right hand palms together, elbows down, shoulders down, come a half inch off your heel. When you're ready, hands to the floor. You can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg, and then lift your chest, push your hips forward to reverse out. Good, change, left leg down, very nice. Honor yourself, give yourself high five, fist bump, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. We are on the floor for the rest of class. Gonna adjust our camera angle. Whee! Bring your heels together. Let your toes fall open. Arms down, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed, breathing normal. Savasana is a gas station. Let it fill you up. Again, heels together, toes fall open, arms down, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed, breathing normal. Sometimes we hear something that doesn't quite stick. Same thing with postures, right? Like you can understand a posture, like the mechanics of it. You can hear it, you can watch other people do it, but it doesn't mean that you get it on the first try. In fact, that would be kind of weird, right? So part of the joy in this sequence, to me at least, is the repetition of it, and like slowly over time, not only do you get to know the yoga better, but like, again, the real goal is that you get to know yourself better. And it's kind of fun, right? To like work at something and have a little bit of a craft. You can inhale through your nose, feel your chest rise. And exhale through your nose, feel your abdomen fall. Notice where you might be holding on to tension in your body, and see if you can just relax a little bit more. So again, the real goal is to get to know yourself better, to accept yourself more, to love yourself more. And the byproduct is that from time to time, you touch your forehead to your knee, or maybe you do the standing splits, right? Or whatever that is. And through that, right, you might learn something about yourself. You might gain a little bit of determination, grit, tenacity. And by the same token, right, sometimes when you learn to ease up in a posture, you're also learning a little bit of like compassion, grace, patience with yourself. Baldia, who's in this class joining us from Indonesia. Yeah, I'm so happy you're here. You have one of my favorite memories in an intermediate class at Hotspot. Val said, if there were such thing as yoga cheerleaders on the sidelines cheering on yogis, they would say things like, "You're doing great. You're perfect as you are. Do less, breathe more." I think of that often, right? You're doing great. You're perfect just as you are. You don't need to prove anything, right? What a lovely thing. And in yoga, we get to be our own cheerleaders. Utkatasana, but it doesn't hurt to have your friends on the sideline too. Bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin, nice tight white knuckle grip, pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, avoid your rib cage. So not only are you your greatest cheerleader, right, but you're also your greatest teacher in class, always coming back to like what you know to be true about yourself. Push the pads of your fingers into the backs of your hands, pull down and then freeze, don't move, don't even blink your eyes. Change, right leg down, bend your left leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, nice tight white knuckle grip, pull your knee out to the left, down towards your shoulder, keep your 2 shoulders, 2 hips on the floor, right leg on the floor. If your right calf muscle does not naturally touch the floor,
Try flexing your right toes back to your face and then squeeze and breathe. Change, left leg down, both legs lift up, grab your elbows each other, give yourself a big hug for coming to class today. Good for you. Squeeze your knees together and down, keep your head on the floor. Without lifting your head, tuck your chin in, puff your chest up, squeeze your knees together, press your shins into your forearms, fold and breathe. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Change, arms down and eyes open. Breathe in and breathe out. Second set, bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, switch your grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top, pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder. So remember that this is part of the hip opening series, just like tree and toe, but in tree and toe, our heel was to costume and the right knee dropped. In this one, you actually want to move your right heel a little to the right, maybe, so that your ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, they're all running parallel to your spine. Change, right leg down, left leg up, pull your knee out and down. Push the pads of the fingers into the backs of your hands, pull down. You're opening through your chest and hips. You're strengthening your grip, toning your biceps. You're purposely putting pressure on your lower abdomen. This posture is good for digestion. Change, left leg down, both legs up. Grab your elbows each other. Maybe other elbow on top if you remember. I rarely do. All 5 fingers together. Thumbs with your index fingers. Squeeze your knees together and down. Keep your heels in line, side by side, not crisscross. When you line up your heels, you line up your hips. That way, the whole spine starts to stretch and realign. This posture is primarily about digestion, but it's also a really wonderful way to lengthen the spine from coccyx to the neck as you squeeze, breathe, hold. Change, arms down and eyes open. Next, we do a straight leg sit up. If you have any concerns about your back, skip the sit up, roll off to the side, meet us on your stomach. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Enjoy the stretch, elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Good, okay, turn lie on your abdomen for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra Bhujangasana, good for your lower lumbar spine. Place your hands flat on the floor just below your shoulders so your elbows point up to the ceiling. Zip up your legs like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, squeeze your butts, look up and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. Use 100% back strength. Beautiful. Come up halfway only, elbows stay bent, and make an L and 90-degree angle like a rectangle. Where are your shoulders in relationship to your ears? Roll the shoulders back and down. Good. Press the elbows down. Lengthen through the neck spine. So you're not dropping your head all the way back, but you're also not like tipping the chin down, right? The neck stays long. Don't forget about your cobra's tail. Keep your feet together, toes, heels, knees touch. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, push your feet, hips and hands down. Look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up. Good, change slowly with control, lower down. Look to your right, left ear on your mat. Arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. Send deep belly breaths in and out to your nose to massage the front of your body. Breathe deep into any point of tension. Let the floor hold you up. Oop. Is my air conditioning turning on? I'm going to turn that off. Okay. Second set, bring your chin forward, hands flat on the floor just below your shoulders so your elbows point up to the ceiling from a bird's eye view. I can't see your manicure. Little fingers should be in line with your outer shoulders, your deltoids, knees, feet together like a cobra's tail. Lock your legs, look up and lift. So this is the first of 4 postures on the abdomen. It's called the spine strengthening series. To me, like these are the postures that like make a difference outside of yoga. Maybe not like the sexiest posture, like standing bow looks pretty cute on Instagram, right? But these are the postures that are like giving you a good quality of life. You are strengthening your back. You're opening through the chest and shoulders where a lot of us carry tension. You're also strengthening the backs of your legs, right? Like lock your legs, quads contracted, glutes contracted, push your feet, hips and hands down, lift your chest up, and then hold and breathe. Good, and change, slowly lower down. Look to your left, right ear on your mat. Arms down, heels open. So when we lie on our back in Savasana, right, we have the heels together, the toes fall open, the palms facing up. When we lie on our front in Savasana, the toes are together, the heels fall open, and the palms are facing up, but it's an inverse opening to the hips and shoulders. So there's actually like a lot happening even in the belly Savasana. It's really good for you. Okay, bring your chin forward, arms straight position. Rotate your arms, palms face the floor. Locust, Shalavasana. Option to keep your arms out to the side or bring your arms underneath you as best you can. One day pinky fingers touch, but hands never overlap. Eventually, arms invisible underneath the body. Spread your fingers wide, press your knuckles down. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle, half of 90. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. Press your shoulders down, keep your hip and forearm in contact, triceps tight. Lock your right leg, lengthen and lift. Change slowly, right leg down. Relax your right leg, lock your left leg should be solid. Concrete, one piece, lamppost unbroken. Lift your left leg up. Again, keep the hip and forearm in contact. Spiral the inner left thigh up so the sole of the foot is flat to the ceiling. So think big toe down, big toe up, little toe down. Press the shoulders down, triceps tight. Keep your forehead relaxed, eyes open. Lock your left leg, point your left toes, lift your heel up. Change left leg down. Third part, tuck your chin and mouth down. One leg is practice for two legs. Bring your arms a little closer underneath you. Spread your fingers wide, mouth down, neck long. Zip up your legs, toes, heels touch. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, roll forward, and lift both legs up. Come up, everybody come up. You can do it. Struggle a little harder. Don't give up. Mouth down, shoulders down. Push your hands back. Squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, lift your thighs up. Change slowly, lower down. Bring your arms out. Look to the right, left ear on your mat. As we look left and right, it's a gentle stretch to the neck and shoulder. When you release the arms from under the body in that posture, you release the tourniquet effect. Fresh blood rushes through the shoulders, elbows, wrists, all the way into the fingers. Take a nice slow breath here, making sure that that blood is highly oxygenated. Chin forward, arms straight position, rotate your arms, palms face the floor. Bring your arms underneath you, one day pinky fingers touch. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up. So this isn't necessarily like the most comfortable posture for all of us, right? But it's really good for you. I think sometimes in life we're asked to do things that are uncomfortable and like have no real purpose, and that's annoying. But sometimes there's things like this that are good for the body, good for the mind, even if they're a little uncomfortable in the moment. Change, right leg down. Relax right leg, lock left leg, point your left toes and lift your left leg up. And that is different for different people, right? So maybe something is useful to you that is not useful to me or vice versa, right? Again, part of yoga is this discernment of like what feels true to you. Dig into that, press the shoulders down, lift your heel, change, left leg down. Third part, tuck your chin a little bit, mouth down, bring your arms a little closer, zip up your legs, toes, heels touch, lock your legs, point your toes, roll forward, and lift both legs up. So we're not doing something difficult for the sake of doing something difficult. We're doing something a little bit tricky here for the sake of strengthening the body and the mind. Struggle a little harder, don't give up. Mouth down, shoulders down, lift your legs up. Change, slowly lower down, bring your arms out. Look to the left, right ear on your mat. So I would never ask a fellow yogi to do something that I myself do not think is a good idea. But that being said, sometimes what's a good idea for me is not a good idea for you. And sometimes what's a good idea for you does not work for me, right? But in general, there's always like a method to the madness, a rhyme to the reason for every posture, even when they're a little uncomfortable. Finish Shalavasana full locust, chin forward, arms out to the side like airplane wings, zip up your legs like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch, lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, look up and lift, arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor like a 747 taking off. Just your hip bones on the floor, the rest of your body's in the air. Beautiful. Look up towards the ceiling where your eyes go, body knows to follow. Keep your arms out to the side. This is a great back bend, a good spine strengthener. You're also really opening through the shoulders and chest where a lot of us carry tension. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, knees, feet together, lift your thighs up, chin up, chest up, arms up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the right, lift left ear on your mat, take a breath. Eyes open, mouth closed. This is often the point in class where I'm like, I really need to vacuum. If you are also looking around your space right now, do like a soft fuzzy gaze at the edge of your mat. You're not closing your eyes and tuning out, but you're also not like honing in on objects in your periphery. Instead, you're just in a nice little in-between space where you're in your body, in real space, in real time, without over-focusing. You give your eyes a little bit of a break, you give your brain a little bit of a break, less to process in the room. Second set, chin forward, arms out to the side, perpendicular to the body, knees, feet together, toes, heels touch, lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, look up, and fly, everything lifting off the floor. This posture is so good for your back strength. Sometimes I actually like to just like place my hands on my back here. Feel how strong your back is getting. It's pretty cool. And then you bring your arms back out, hands at a 45-degree angle. Your palms are not facing down, but they're also not all the way forward. Hands at 45 is like a very subtle shoulder opener that'll help you open through the chest without putting like too much pressure on the shoulder joints, right? Try to bring your arms up a little higher, lock your legs, thighs up a little higher, knees together, point your toes, keep your neck long, thighs up, chin up, chest up, arms back, come up a little higher at the end. Good change, slowly lower down, tucking your wings, look to the left, right ear on your mat, breathe, relax. Janushrasana floor bow, chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes, thumbs with your index fingers. Start with your knees, feet close together. Point your toes, squeeze your butts, look up towards the ceiling, and start to kick into your hands. Good. Continuously keep kicking. Beautiful. Without stopping, without intermission. It's the kick that drives the posture. You've got it. Roll forward once. Beautiful. Freeze between your ribs and hips. Hold still. Do little sips of air in and out through your nose. Try to get your thighs off the floor. Arms long. Point your toes. Squeeze your tush. Keep your wrists straight. Insides of your legs a little bit closer together. Point your toes. Look up. Kick, kick, kick. Good. Change. Slowly lower down. Look to your right. Left ear on your mat. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Breathe in. Empty out. Second set, chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes, thumbs with your index fingers, start with knees, feet close together, point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up towards the ceiling, and start to kick into your hands. Try to get your thighs off the floor. Roll forward, freeze between ribs and hips, hold still. Notice if you're rocking back and forth a lot, maybe kick just a little bit less and breathe just a little bit slower. You're kicking in 2 directions, you're kicking back and you're kicking up. If this one hurts your knees or elbows, think about kicking up more than you're kicking back. Point your toes, look up to the ceiling, keep your neck long, get your thighs off the floor, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your left, right ear on your mat and let that one go. Bring your chin forward, put your hands on the floor, push up, come to the top of your mat, fixed firm, Supta Vajrasana. Open your knees, open your feet, so option to stay here, or as you're ready, walk your hands back. You can keep your hands in front of you, beside you, or behind you the whole time, eventually sitting down between your heels. If you can sit between your heels and you're not in pain, put your hands on your feet, bend your right elbow down, left elbow down, drop your head back, head to the floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. What I just described in 10 seconds takes some people 10 years, and that's okay. Other people maybe do it for 10 years and then one day not so much, and that's okay too. It's really not about the depth of the posture, it's about what you learn about yourself on the way down and the stretch that you're getting, especially in postures that regard tender knee, toe, and ankle joints. A little bit goes a long way. You want a gentle stretch to the toes, ankles, knees, quads, and hips, never a point of pain. Change. Put your hands on your feet, press yourself up last, stretch up, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Let everything stretch out and realign, especially after being on your abdomen for a while. This Savasana usually feels really good. And if you do sit-ups, the next sit-up also feels good. If you think about it, all of the spine strengthening series was a back bend. If you went all the way into half tortoise or into fixed firm, that's a back bend. So this sit up here is always a nice one to decompress the whole spine. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. So enjoy the stretch. Elbows to floor, forehead to knees. You can always linger in the sit up if it feels good. Okay, and then come to the top of your mat, second set, fixed firm. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Open your feet, sit down between your heels. Knees can open up if that helps as well. One day knees touch the whole time. Doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. And when you're ready, put your palms on your soles. Right elbow down, left elbow down, head back, head to floor. Tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms overhead, other elbow on top. If that's easy, walk your shoulders back closer to your hips to lift your chest higher like a natural human bridge. If that's easy, slide your knees back together, but knees never come off the floor. Change, put your hands on your feet, press yourself up, very nice, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. And you get a nice rush of blood through the toes, the ankles, the knees, thighs, and hips. Okay, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Arms with the ears, elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Okay, wonderful. Turn, come to the back of your mat, half tortoise, Ardha Kramasana. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs. Big stretch up, chin away from your chest, and slowly go down. Arms with the ears, neck long. Can you touch your forehead to the floor first, and then little fingers to floor? Tilt your pinky fingers down, slide your pinky fingers forward. So really long arms here, wrists and elbows off the floor, just the knife edges, the pinky fingers touch the floor. The rest of the arms are in the air. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down to your heels. Keep your neck long so you're not jutting your head out, but you're also not tucking your chin in. Neutral spine. One more time, reach forward, sink back, stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, come on up, squeeze knees, feet, hands together for control as you lift. Good, arms down, turn around, Savasana. You can also always like walk yourself in and out of that posture, right? There's lots of options to get in and out of all of these postures safely. If there's ever something that does not feel right for your body, I'm always happy to workshop with you before or after class to figure that out. Make sure you're getting the good Savasana, right? The heels are close together, toes fall open. Arms down, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed, breathing normal. Can sound kind of like maybe a little too specific, right, to say all that stuff every time. But often I find when my mind wanders, my body wanders. And when I really focus my body back into attention, then my mind also comes back into the present moment. Legs together, arms overhead, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, come to the back of your mat, second set, half tortoise, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, other thumb on top, stretch up, chin away from your chest, go down, stomach in, forehead to knees, top of head to floor, arms strong, neck long, reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize, stretch. Change, slowly come up, stomach in, beautiful, arms down, turn around, Savasana. Notice if you always turn around in the same direction, try to switch it up a little bit. That way both sides of your body are equally strengthening, but also it's just, again, a way to kind of wake up your brain a little bit. On the one hand, this class is repetitive, it's a moving meditation, and because you know what's coming next, because the body does create muscle memory, you can turn your mind off a little bit, and that's a beautiful place to be. And at the same time, you never want to turn your mind off so much that your mind starts to think about something else outside of the yoga, right? It's a sweet spot where like you're meditating through the class, but also like you're still in the moment. You're not, thinking about your grocery list or something like that. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Come to the top of your mat, Camel Utkatasana or deepest back bend. Stand on your knees, 6 inches between your knees and your feet. Place your hands on your lower back, thumbs outside, fingers down to the floor. Push your hips forward, keep your eyes open, lift your nose and chin. And when you're ready, let your head drop back all the way. Option to stay here or go back and freeze in the middle. Option to stay here, or when you're ready, right hand down, grab your right heel, left hand down, grab your left heel. Thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Push stomach, thighs, hips forward, lift your chest up, drop your head back, be still and breathe. When you're ready, put your hands on your back. Press yourself up with control, head up last. Stretch up, sit down, turn around, Savasana. And the thing about mindfulness, whether it's a moving meditation like yoga or more traditional meditation where you're just like sitting still and breathing, the thing about it is that, like, at least for me, you're never quite fully there. I think about things like grocery lists all the time in this yoga class. But when you're in a meditative space, the thing is, you get rewarded, or you reward yourself for when you realize that your mind has wandered and you come back. Versus in other aspects of your life, we're actually really encouraged, right, to be thinking about the next step, or to be, rethinking something from earlier, thinking about something not pertaining to the present moment. That's often considered a good thing. And for some aspects of our life, it is, right? It's necessary to think forward, think back, to think around us. But for the sake of mindfulness, of meditation, of yoga, we get an opportunity to, when we realize our mind has wandered, to come back to us, right? To come back to yourself, to come back to your breath and your body. And that is a gift that a lot of people don't even know exists, right? But you figured it out. You're here now. Good for you. Second set. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Come to the top of your mat. I used to have a teacher who would say, like, there are people in the world who have no idea it's possible to feel this good, right? Come to the top of your mat, open your knees a little wider, be nice to them. 8 to 10 inches between your knees, maybe invite them to yoga. 6 inches between your feet. Put your hands on your back. Maybe think about bringing elbows closer together behind you. Push your hips forward, keep your eyes open, lift your chest, and when you're ready, let your head drop. Option to stay here or go back halfway, freeze in the middle. Option to stay here, or when you're ready, right hand down, grab your right heel, left hand down, grab your left heel. Thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Push stomach, thighs, hips forward, lift chest up, drop head back, be still and breathe. Hips forward, chest up, head back, whole spine back bending. Make sure you're not collapsing into the lower back. Think about lifting the chest up. When you're ready, put your hands on your back first. Press yourself up without twisting. Stretch up at the top, sit down, get that nice blood rush back to the heart, and then turn around, Savasana. Sometimes I think all of the Savasanas prepare us for this one. Just allow yourself to be still and breathe. You might observe certain thoughts or emotions or sensations passing through you, and you're just going to let them pass, just observing. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Okay, come to the middle of your mat, now rabbit, Savasana. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, make L's with your hands like little bunny ears, and grab your heels from the outside. Thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Now, if you, like me, have a long torso and short arms, maybe you can't actually grab your heels at the top. I'm right there with you. The trick is to grab your butt at the top. Stretch up, chin to chest go down. You're going to slowly move into the posture. Take your time, feel each vertebrae moving, forehead to knees, top of head to floor. Okay, once your head is on the floor, now reach back. Everybody make sure you have a grip on your heels, full palm grip. Option to stay here, or as you're ready, pull on your heels and lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can lock your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, lift your shoulders up, lock your arms, suck your stomach in, round your spine. Good. When you're ready, hips down, change, slowly uncurl. Vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, cut up last. Very nice. Turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. You might notice that your spine moves more comfortably in one direction than the other. Like for example, camel pose is much easier for me than rabbit pose. You might have the opposite or the same. That is something to observe, but not necessarily to favor, right? Again, outside of yoga, we get rewarded for the things that we're naturally good at. And that's not a bad thing, right? You probably all had the experience where somebody's like, hey, you're really good at that. No, seriously, like you could make money off of that or win an award, or, you know, like you dig into that, whether it was like a class in school or a career track or, you know, as a hobby, whatever it is. In yoga, that thing that is the hardest for you, again, is actually what you want to run towards. It's usually the posture that you need the most. So rather than favoring the stuff that's like easy or first class, kind of dig into the stuff that takes a little bit more time. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. And that ends up being really rewarding too, right? At this point, you've probably all had the experience of like finally understanding that one posture. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, grab your heels from the outside, stretch up tall, tuck your chin to your chest, and slowly go down. Try to feel each part of your spine moving. The parts of your back that you don't feel moving are usually where we're the tightest. For most of us, that's somewhere in the middle spine. Forehead to knees, top of head to floor, pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. Again, if there's a gap between knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. If there's a gap between your forehead and knees, right, walk the knees up a little bit more, squeeze your heels together, squeeze your heels together, squeeze your heels together. And sometimes you have to hear things or try things a few times to internalize it. So if nobody's told you yet today, you are loved, you are loved, you are so loved. Good. Change. Hips down first. Pull yourself out. Take your time. Head up last. Very nice. Turn around. Savasana. The same way that we fall out of yoga posture, sometimes we fall out of love with ourselves, where we go through a season that's not so easy. But every time that you step onto your yoga mat, you step back into yourself, right? And like really who you are on the inside. And that is the ultimate goal. Again, the byproduct is like you touch your head to your knee, right? Or whatever it is. But the goal, right, is to remember who you are and remember like how inherently loved you are, how inherently worthy you are. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Okay, come to the middle of your mat, Janushrasana, head to knee pose. Speaking of head to knee, right leg out, left leg in, two legs make an L and 90-degree angle. Inhale your arms over your head, nice stretch up. Exhale, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest, put your forehead on your knee. Now to touch your forehead and knee together, you can bend your right leg a whole bunch, right? Touch forehead and knee together, interlock your 10 fingers up to the webbing, under the ball of your foot, flex your toes back, bend your elbows down, suck your stomach in, left elbow down, left shoulder down, roll into the left. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg all the way in, heel to costume. Sole of right foot should push into inner left thigh. Make sure that your leg is not on top of your foot. Arms overhead, stretch up, turn to left, tuck chin to chest, put your forehead on your knee. Now it's common to roll a lot to the left here, and you'll hear right elbow down, right shoulder down, but same thing with the hips and knees. You want to keep the right knee down, right sit bone down, evenly distribute your body weight from both butt cheeks. So right rib cage down, left rib cage up, two shoulders and hips in line. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. If you're skipping, sit up, stay here, stretch up. Otherwise, lay down and sit up. Paschimottanasana stretching. Bend your knees up onto your big toes. With your middle and index fingers, peace sign fingers, thumbs on top. Scoot your butt back, right, left, 10 to 15 times. Knees can stay bent if it helps you keep a flat back. If your legs are straight, stick your butt out. Try to lock your legs, puff up your chest, and fold. Stomach to thighs pull. Chest to knees stretch. One day toes and head touch. Change. Come on up, turn around, Savasana. Even at the end, getting a good Savasana, right? Especially at the end of class, sometimes my mind wanders to like, what's for lunch? But that's just an opportunity to come back to your breath, back to your stillness. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Good, second set, right leg out, left leg in, two legs make an L, arms over your head, stretch up, turn to your right, chin to chest. If it's easy to touch your forehead to your knee with a bent leg, keep going. If your leg is straight, keep going, lock your leg, elbows down, elbows to floor, stomach in, hold, squeeze, breathe. Good, change, arms up, left leg out, right leg in, big stretch up. Turn to left, chin to chest, touch your forehead on your knee. This is our third and final compression posture, right? You're compressing the abdominal wall, rounding the spine, chin to chest, front side compression, throat choke, eyes open, breathing normal, lock your knee. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you, option to stay here or lay down and sit up. Second set, stretching, bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with peace sign fingers, thumbs on top, scoot your butt back, right, left. Knees can stay bent if it helps you keep a flat back. And also pull your butts out from under you if it helps you, it helps me. Spiral inner thighs down, flex pinky toes back, lock your legs, puff up your chest, and fold. Stomach to thighs, pull, chest to knees, stretch, one day toes and head touch. Change, come on up, turn around, Savasana. So in mindfulness, it's not a bad thing for your mind to wander. Rather, it's a good thing for your mind to come back. In yoga, right, I would say it's not a bad thing to fall out of a posture, but it is a very good thing to hop back in, right? So whenever the mind wanders or the body falls out or does something like not exactly how you wanted to, rather than being harsh on yourself for that initial thing, rather congratulate yourself for trying again, right? Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Come to the middle of your mat, spine twist. Bend your left leg on the floor, touch your right heel to your left knee corner, right arm close behind you, left arm up and over, grab your left knee with your left hand, heel and knee touch. Inhale, stretch up, stomach in. Exhale, look over, right shoulder twist. You can keep your right hand behind you for balance. You can also reach behind you. Catch your left thigh with your right hand for a bind. Keep spine straight, chest up. Notice if you're leaning back or to one side, evenly distribute your body weight on both sit bones. Keep your right foot on the floor, left knee down, point your left toes. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look back, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, swap out your legs, bend your right leg on the floor, touch left heel to right knee. You can also keep your right leg long. If your right knee is bent, make sure that you're not sitting on it, right? Evenly distribute your body weight on both hips. Left hand down, right arm up, over. Push the knee out of the way. Grab your right knee with right hand. Inhale, stretch up, stomach in. Exhale, look over, left shoulder twist. You can keep your left hand behind you or reach behind you. Catch your right thigh with your left hand for a bind. Keep spine straight, chest up, shoulders down. Push the elbow into the knee, turn and twist like triangle pose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look back, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. Coming back into your stillness, back into your breath, back into your body. Try not to anticipate, just participate. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. There was a year at my camp where we did a lot of changes and we would tell our high school campers, don't anticipate, just participate. And I was like, I'm going to keep that for yoga. Come to the middle of your mat for final breathing. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs. If it hurts to sit on your feet, don't do it silly. Sit on your butt, crisscross applesauce. Every once in a while, try to sit on your feet. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times. Concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you rapidly exhale through your mouth as you pull your abdomen in. When the stomach relaxes, the lungs automatically take in air. The exhale is intentional. It is audible, right? It's forceful. The inhale is passive, subtle. You barely notice it happening. One of my favorite things about this breathing exercise, the less you think about it, the easier it is. Sit up tall, shoulders down, and begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself. Give yourself a hug, a high five, pat on the back, turn around, Savasana, close your eyes, open your arms and legs, take up as much or as little space as you want. And take a nice slow breath. In through the nose and out through the nose. Bikram, for all of his flaws, has many good quotes, and one of them that I always come back to is something along the lines of, you're never too sick, you're never too old, it's never too late to start over once again, right? So you fall out of a posture 5 times, hop back in 6. Over a lifetime, probably fall out of a yoga practice several times, keep hopping back in. And over your mindfulness journey, right, mind starts to wander, hop back in. It's not about the initial imbalance, that initial fall. It's about coming back to yourself every time you step onto your yoga mat. Breathing in, breathing out, and all is coming. Stay in your final Savasana for as long as you'd like. Make sure that you're drinking a lot of water throughout the day. Thank you for joining. Hope to see you all soon.